Hi guys, Steffi here and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you what I've been crafting. Now I did mention on my previous video, one second, I'll just see if I can grab them, about an idea that myself, Laura and Amy were going to do in an effort to shop our stash, so basically use up what we have. I am one of the world's worst hoarders when it comes to my craft supplies, and the idea is I pick a project idea out of this jar, and then depending on what paper I want, this is my generic paper one. I've got one for Christmas and Halloween as well. And the idea is that's what we're going to make. That's the project that we choose. So the first ones I picked out was the paper pad, and it is Moonlight song by the Paper Boutique. Now it's beautiful paper, really pretty, and I've had this for so long in my stash. Honestly, I'm not even joking. So this is what we're going to use, and what I picked out was to make a gatefold shadow box, and this is by the lovely Sam from Mixed Up Crafts. She makes amazing things. Like, I couldn't even touch on the things that Sam makes. So this is in the size that Sam made hers, and it measures, I think a total finished size, it measures 6 by 6, and then I think it's 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch deep. So I did have to use card because with us only having 8 by 8 paper, I couldn't make it out of paper like what Sam done. So this is just a die from my stash, and on the belly band I've got this beautiful, I love this is my favourite paper out of the collection. And then on the back, I need to put a mat on there actually. And then you open it up. Ta-da! How awesome. It stands up like this as well. Now I have got a little bit of a glue mark, just in case you see that. But how beautiful. I mean, there's scope to put flowers in here, but I just wanted it to be really simple. So I've just used a doily here in the background. This is one of my dies. And then from the die cut toppers, I've just picked this one, and I've cut into 2, and I've fussy cut this bit out here, and this bit is I put on foam dots, and I just love that. And I love the saying, there is the moon, there is magic, and there is you. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I just added some little gems. Okay, so then I was thinking, like, I love this one, like I really do, and Sam's tutorial is absolutely amazing. But then I thought, why don't I make it out of just the 8 by 8 paper? And this is what I come out with. It's so dinky and so cute. Like, I love this size. I love anything dinky. This finished size is 4 by 4, I think. Yep, 4 by 4, and this one's only 1/2 inch deep. So I've used this beautiful topper here on the front and added some gems. I think one of them's fell off. On the night you were born, the moon smiled with wonder. How cute is that? So because I had some of this paper left, I did use some more of this paper. Like I said, it's my favourite. On the back, I've done a little mat here where you can write your message. And then again, it just opens up. And I've decorated it really simply. But we've got birthday wishes for a special friend with that owl in there again. And I just love that. I think it's absolutely fab. Like, I love the size. So I'm going to come on today and I'm going to show you what you need to make one this size. You'll probably all already know how to make one of these. And if you're interested in the bigger version, the Sam's version, I will leave the link in the description bar below. The only difference is on this one, I'm not doing a belly band. I'm going to do a magnetic closure. Because me and belly bands, I have a fight every single time. So yeah, I'm just going to move them to one side, and then I'm going to just get me supplies. Really quick and easy project. I mean, I have prepped everything. So yeah. Right, first of all, let's take this mat off. So this is the paper out of the paper collection I've decided to use. And like, this is 8 by 8. I'll just hover that there, so if you want to write down the measurements then you can. But it's basically, we're going to score on half, actually I'll do it with you, 1/2 inch If I put that there, can you still see it? Yeah. So on all 4 sides, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1, 1.5 and 2. And then just flip it. You could go straight on, and if you want to just do it and then go to 6, 6.5, 7. I've done that wrong, haven't I? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I haven't. Get me confused myself. Yeah, I normally just like to do it and rotate it. I just find it keeps it, I feel better when I do it like that. So that's this piece scored. So only one more piece that we've got to score, and that is the side flaps. So I'm going to do them while I've got the mat off my scoreboard. And I mute this one, and this is a Tonic Studios card. It's a Craft Perfect in mauve purple, and you want to do 2 of these, and you just want them to be 4 inches by 2.5, and then you score on the short side at 1/2 inch. So you just want to do that on both of these. 1/2 inch, and then 1/2 inch. So that's all of our scoring done. So I'm just going to pop this back on here, and then we'll start with our paper. Okay, so basically we're just going to fold and burnish on all of these score lines. It's a really, really pretty card. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I keep on thinking I've got more than I have, but I haven't. I'll just do them burnish them with my fingers. How is everybody today? Is all okay? I'm back at work on Thursday. I've had 13 days off, and I feel like it's flew over, but then I feel as if I've been getting quite a bit done as well. Went out a few places, just like the town and stuff. But it was lovely, spend time with family, which, you know, we all love doing that, don't we? And then I must admit, this jar thing that we've started doing with the putting projects in that we really want to try, and then picking the papers from our stash. I've crafted loads lately. Well, I'm saying loads compared to normal, so it's definitely working. I'm also just going to bring these side pieces in and quickly burnish those as well. Okay, right, so next you need your scissors. So what we're going to do, on each corner you've got this here, you've got a row of 4 by 4 in little squares. So to make it easy, we're just going to cut all of those straight out. I tend to take the score line out as well. You don't need to notch on these, just cut out the simple square. Okay. Now if I hadn't picked a birthday sentiment for this one already and got that prepped, it would be nice for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up, I still need to make me on my card. I have to try and do it in between being back at work. So I'm quite looking forward to going back, actually. It sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But I do enjoy my work. So yeah, it would be really nice. So the next few videos from me will probably be project shares, because when I'm at work I struggle getting a lot of time to craft. So yeah, I'll show you the few projects. It's only 3, but I'll do them individually and just spread them out when I show them to you. Okay, right, so we've got the corners out, so then that gives you this. Oh, actually I'm forgetting 2 score marks. Right, we'll put it back in. Sorry about this, guys. It's alright though, it can still be fixed. So just pop it back in your scoreboard. Okay, then on 2 sides, so I'm going to do the top and the bottom. I'm going to come in to 2.5 inches, and I'm just going to score down to the second score line. I've gone a little bit past it there, but this is just for a guide. Okay, and then 6, and then we're going to come down at 5.5 to the second score line, just like that. This is quite a main part of the thing. How could I forget it? Silly me. Now I'm trying not to go down too far. That's about right. So 2.5 and then 5.5, just like I said, it doesn't matter that it's missing a bit, it's just, these are just cutting guides, so you only need those on 2 opposite sides, okay? So then what we're going to do, we're going to use this score line, and you're just going to cut down past the first line to the second, and then you're going to angle that like that, okay? So you're going to cut over that section here, and just helps it fold up really, really nicely. So again, just cut. Oh, that's gone very straight. Cut up, and then miter that. Yep, that's right. And then we're just going to repeat the process on this side. Really, really easy. And you know, considering it's made from paper, and this paper isn't the heaviest paper, I think this paper is 160 GSM, I think it said it was. It is actually quite sturdy once you get it together. I mean, you know, that feels, it's the strength of it when it rolls up. So before I roll this paper up, because it's single-sided, I want it covered on the inside. So all I've done is I've cut a piece of cream card, and this measures 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and I'm just going to pop that in there. Just, I feel like the white is a bit too stark with the rest of the pattern, if that makes sense. Oh, come on, don't be naughty, me glute here. And you could measure it and just do it, like put it in the gap after you've rolled these up, but I quite like a seamless look, okay? So now what we're going to do, I'm going to start off with these 2 ends here, the ones that we haven't mitered. And all you want to do is just on this very last tab, you just want to cover it with glue or double-sided tape. I prefer glue as it gives us that little bit wiggle room. And then you can fold it in 2 like that. Oh, sorry. And then fold it over. I should put my mat back on. Where's my mat? There we go. And then that gives you one side. And then just repeat the process. And do it again. Oh, fold it down so there's 2. And then just fold that over. Finish it down. And you can see it's starting to take shape. So then with these ones are going to roll over, and they're going to fit in there like that. And as you can see, where we mitered those corners, you're going to see that here, okay? So again, just pop some glue on here. I just do a little bit in the corner here. Just make sure which way it's going. A bit on there. Now with this one, I do tend to roll it. So I just move them out slightly, and then I just push that in, that bottom one, and just make sure it's all flush. So you've got a nice straight edge, and then you just want to keep them in until that glue sets. It doesn't take long. And then we're going to do the same, so a little bit glue on here, here, and on that very bottom tab. These, you could just whack out loads of these in no time. Even the bigger ones, like what Sam does as well. They're so quick and easy and so fun as well. I just love these. So now I'm just going to keep hold of that, just to make sure that it sticks in place. And then just go around as well, make sure you've got no glue seepage. Okay, so that is base practically done. So then with our sides here, how these are going to attach is on that 1/2 inch where we scored, you're just going to line them up on either side. You may need to find that you may need to trim a tiny little touch off. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Last time I'd done this, maybe it's like a 1/16 of an inch or something, just a tiny little bit, because I don't know if my trimmer's slightly off, but it made it really, it caught sometimes when it closes. So I hope I've done that straight. Not quite, but it's okay for the video. You get me meaning, okay? So what you want to do, I mean, you can cover these before or after you put them on. Just if you're doing it after, just make sure that the glue is set. So you want glue on the inside of that tab, that 1/2 inch, and then just pop it on and make sure that it lines up top and bottom on your project, and then just press that down, okay? And then do exactly the same on the other side. And then just press that down. And that is basically our gatefold. I'm just trying to put a bit more pressure on to get this to dry a bit quicker. Can do the inside last. So now just to decorate it. So I've cut some mats here. I've done 2 pattern paper, and these are going to sit on the front, and then the 2 pieces of card are going to sit on the inside. And that is the measurements. So you need 4 mats for the side flaps. They need to be 3 7/8 by 1 7/8 up here. So I'm going to stick one side down. Let's make sure I've got them in the right way. Yeah, because I'm going to attach magnets to my topper. You don't have to. You could do a belly band, like what Sam done, but like I said, I fight with them all the time. So I thought I'd try it. I've never tried it with a magnet, so it's going to be the test of the day, really. So I'm going to pop that on, and then from the topper sheet, I'm using these 2 toppers. I have went round them with a stitched square and a stitched circle, just so give them a bit more of a fancy edge. And this one I've topped onto the same purple, okay? So my idea is this one is going to go on here, and then we're just going to pop a magnet underneath. So let's get out my little trusty bag of magnets. I don't remember where I got my magnets from. Probably off eBay or Amazon. So we'll just need 2. Oh, that one's broke. Sometimes they're that strong that they break. So just be careful if that ever happens to you. Because obviously we don't want any breakages or any accidents. I will get there eventually. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get me topper. Have I just put it? I bet you. Oh, there it's there. I couldn't see because of the purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my magnet on the back of my topper first, and then just anchor that in place with a bit of. If you've got the self-adhesive ones, then you wouldn't have to do this step. I'm also going to cover that as well. I didn't think about that. So I'm going to glue, just put glue on one side of my topper. then I'm going to centre it up where I want it, which will be about here. And just turn it around and just press it. Now because that's dry, I can fold them pieces over a little bit as well. So next, get a little bit more tape, get your magnet, and then just stick your side up and let that magnet fall where it wants to. And then sometimes you can get in without, it'll stick without, but sometimes it just needs a little bit of help with getting that tape down. That's going to be one of them times it needs a little bit of help. Right, so hopefully that's in the right place here. Just burnish that down. The same on this one. I'm going to cover this piece first. Do you ever do a shop your stash? I'd be really intrigued to know, because like I said, it has made me craft more when I've started doing this. The past few days, in fact, I've been sat upstairs crafting away to my little heart's content. I think I was on for about 7 hours making an album the other day, and I got it all done in one day, and I'm really amazed with myself. Like, you know, it's not very often I do this anymore. I don't know whether it was me mojo had gone, or just, you know, you've got so many things that you see everyone making, and they're absolutely gorgeous, and you're like, oh, I want to make that, and then you should never get round to it. I think that's what it was. I had too many projects in my head that I wanted to try. I didn't know what papers I want to use, because decoration for me is the worst. Like, honestly, I seem to really struggle with like decorating things, and it's really stupid. That's what happens to me. I don't know why. But yeah. Right, so I've covered these pieces on the inside as well. So I've already got dimensionals on the back of my topper. I don't even know how long this video is. I hope you like it, like I really do. I won't have any, like I said, I won't have any tutorials for a while, just with being back at work. And then I've got a week of night shifts as well, so yeah. So I'm just going to pop this. I'm not going to get my head in, so I hope that's centered. And I've got these gems that I got from the range. I think I only paid £1 for these. Really pretty as well. And I'm just going to come in. It's a bit of a different shade of purple, but I don't mind that. And you could write little messages on here. Right, obviously I haven't cut a piece for this, so this would be, so it's 1 1/4, so 1 1/8. By about 2 1/2. Let's quickly do that. So I say 1 and I can't even remember what measurements I said now. Right, so 2 1/2. It's not very often I get this trim out on camera because it takes over my screen. By 1. Oh, try not to knock the camera. 1 1/8. Hopefully that is the correct size. So I might as well stick that on. I could have used the pattern paper, and no, I've done it too big. So if I just make a little mark here. Snip down a little bit more. Yep, that'll do. So I'm just going to take off the backing paper and then just pop this down. I just find if you put another piece on top of the magnet, it stops them clashing. I would have done it off camera, but you know, I've done it like this, so it's only fair that I show you what I'm doing. Right, so that just closes like that. And then the last piece that we need is a mat for the back, and this is 3 by 3. And all I done is I got me scallop and cloud crocodile, and I used the scallop. Oh, jammed there. Just like that. And then just pop that on the back. If you didn't want to write on the inside flaps, you could write your message on the back. And that just opens up and it will stand just like that. So this is my smaller version of the card that Sam from Mixed Up Crafts done. These are the 4x4s using an 8x8 piece of paper, and this is the original by Sam. So I hope you liked the video. Thank you much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.